So welcome to Scratch Coders. Today we are going to do the cap fare prediction analysis using linear regression. So what are we going to learn today? What is machine learning? What are the types of machine learning? What is linear regression and how to predict cap fare? So what is machine learning? Machine learning is basically a field of study that gives computers the capability to learn without being explicitly programmed. It basically gives an ability to learn. So what are the types of machine learning? Machine learning comes in four types: supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement, and recommender systems has now came. So what is supervised learning? So supervised learning basically makes machine learn explicitly. Data with clearly defined output is given and direct feedback is also given. So it also predicts outcome or future. It also resolves classification and regression problems. So supervised learning are of two types: classification and regression. Regression includes linear, logistic, generalized, and classification includes naive Bayes, SVM, and random decision forest. So what is unsupervised learning? It is a machine that understands the data, identifies patterns or structures. Evaluation is qualitative or indirect. It does not predict or find anything specific. So it unsupervised learning somewhat works on clustering. So clustering includes k-means and knn method. And next is a dimensionality reduction, which includes PCA and SVD. So next is reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is an approach to AI. So it basically is based on reward, where reward is given by learning. So learning from positive and positive reinforcement. Uh, in reinforcement, machine learns how to act in certain environment. It basically makes to maximize rewards. So as we can see that reinforcement learning includes Markov decision process, which is an algorithm to do the reinforcement learning, and approximate dynamic programming, and then brute force. Recommender system includes cold start, collaborative filtering, item collaborative filtering, then reference elicitation, then similarity search. Recommender system is basically used to recommend where we can see in Amazon or YouTube, etc. So next, what is supervised learning in machine learning? Supervised learning is basically like you give the input and give annotations like these are apples. Then the model, uh, then we train the data and test the data, and then the model uh, learns it and gets the uh, and predicts the outcome, and so that it predicts that it is apple. So next, what is linear regression? So linear regression is basically used for predictive analysis. Linear regression makes predictions for continuous or real or numeric variables such as sales, salary, age, product price, etc. It includes data points and a line of regression. Sorry. So now let's start by predicting the cap fare analysis. So first we are going to import NumPy as NP, then import pandas as PD, Then from sklearn.linear model, which is scikit-learn from .linear model, we are going to import only linear regression. Okay, and from matplotlib we are going to import pyplot as plt. Then we are going to, Seaborn is not necessary, but Seaborn is built on top of matplotlib. So we are going to import itertools. This is also not required now. So just we are going to give matplotlib as inline. So next we are going to read the data set, the cab rides data set and the weather data set. I have given the link in the description. So the cab rides is used to see that what is the price at a particular amount of distance, etc. And whether we are going to use like for the predictive purpose, as to see if there is raining, then what is the difference between the price in the cabs, and what at what day the price is changing, like such. So we are going to read the cab ride CSV using pandas in the, and we are going to store it in the cab data. Same, we are going to read the weather.csv from pandas and store it in the weather data. Okay, so let's first run it. So next we are going to check for the head. So head will give the first 5 records. So as we can see, the first 5 records, the cab type, in this the data set there are 2 types of cab type, Lyft and Uber. So distance is given, timestamp is given, then destination is given, source is given, and the price, search multiplier ID, product ID, etc. So these are the first 5 records. Then we are going to check for the weather data, the weather data's first 5 records. So here we can see that the first 5 records includes temperature, location, clouds, pressure, rain, timestamp, humidity, wind, and it also includes hour, but is not given. So next we are going to import date time. For we are going to use date time to store the data of the timestamp. We are going to use pandas to date time to convert the timestamp into the date time. So we are going to convert the timestamp which is in the cab type, cab data, to date time format, and we'll store it in the date store it in the date time in the cab data. So next we are going to see, then we are going to do the same with the weather data. We are going to store the timestamp which is in the weather data, which is this to the date time format in, and store it in the weather data's date time. So we are going to run it. So next we are going to check for the columns in the cab data. So what are the columns after making the changes? So here we can see there is distance, cab data, timestamp, then timestamp, then destination, source, price, search multiplier, ID, product ID, name, and date time, which we created here. So next we are going to check for the shape of the cab data. The shape will give the result in the form of records and columns. So there are almost 6,93,071 records and 11 columns. Next we are going to check for the shape for the weather data, where it includes 6,276 records and 9 columns. Next we are going to check for the describe. The describe method gives the output where it gives the count, where which tells that how many total count is there in distance and everything. So what is the total price, it will count and sum it up. Then it will give the mean of total price, then STD standard, then minimum, what is the minimum price, then what is the maximum price. Here it will give the 25 percentile, 50 percentile, and also 70 percentile of the price and the rest of others. So next we are going to concat those two data that we have. We are going to concat it to predict the data in by using the R day column R day, and then we are going to check to predict the outcome. So first we are going to concat it by using cap data and weather data in the variable called data, and we'll store it in the data. So next we are going to check for the first 5 records of the data that created now. So as here we can see, there is cap type, clouds which is given, and the clouds here is not a number. Then date time, this date time. Then destination, distance, humidity, location, rain, everything is concatenated. So as per the data we can see that here is not a number. So the data will be lost if we drop these records. So we are not going to drop it. We are going to just give the not a number re- record as 0, so that we don't lost any data. So next we are going to make a new column in the data, that is day, and give the data dot date time dot dt dot day. The date time having the field name date time, a data is having the column name date time. Then from that we are going to take the day and store it in the column name data day to check the cap price during the particular day. So next we are going to do the same for the R. We are going to store the R from the date time and store it in the column R. So after that we are going to check for the last 5 records using tail. So by seeing the last 5 records, here we can see that day and R is given. Then we are going to, then here is not a number, so we are going to check it, we are going to change it. So then we are going to use fill NA. It will fill the not a number by 0 where in place is true. So by converting it we can check for the data dot columns, that what are the columns there. So after checking the columns we can see there are cap type, clouds, date time, then pressure, price, then rain source, day, wind, day, hour which we created. Then we are going to use group by in the cap data, in the cap type dot count. So after clicking shift enter we can see that it will group all the data as per the cap type, which is lift and Uber. So it will give the clouds there in the lift, then in the Uber, then just like the price, that what is the price in the lift, and what is in the Uber. So Uber is the highest. So next we are going to group by the cap type dot count and plot it in the form of bar. So as we can see here, after plotting it, the Uber has everything like highest in terms of, by comparing it with Lyft, cloud, date time, hour, day, price, everything. Okay, so next we are going to take the data price of the data and dot value counts, and we will plot it in the kind of bar, and the figure size will be 100 comma 50, where 100 is width and 50 is height, and we'll give the color as red. So after clicking shift enter, we can see the plotted bar chart, where we can see the price dot value counts. It is from here and it is decreasing till end. So next we are going to check for the r column dot value counts, and we will plot it in the kind of bar, and the figure size is 10 comma 5, where 10 is width and 5 is height, and color will give as red. So that we can see that the r is totally like equal and not so uh, designable. So next we are going to check, we are going to store the r column records in the x and price column in the y, and we are going to plot it x and y, and we will show it. So now we can see that the price and r is somewhat like equal, like, so it is where 0 r is 0 and the price is increasing in the steady state. So next we are going to take the rain in the x. We are going to check if the price how the price reacts when it is raining. So we are going to store the rain column in the x and price in the y and plot it. So as we can see, there is nothing much difference here, but it gives a stable result. Next we are going to check for the columns. So after checking the columns, we can see there are cap type, clouds, pressure, price, timestamp, wind, day, hour. So next we are going to create two variables and store the columns that we want to predict, and or uh, we want to predict the price as per those parameters, and we will store it. So we are going to use distance, temperature, clouds, pressure, humidity, wind, rain, hour, day, surge multiplier, and clouds. We are going to check these all data. We are going to take these all columns and check if how the price reacts in terms of distance, temperature, clouds, pressure, humidity, wind when it is raining, during the day, at a particular hour, etc. So and we will take y1 as price as the output. So we have stored it. Then to split the data into training and testing, we are going to use scikit-learn. So scikit-learn is a very good library used to predict the outcomes. So from sklearn dot model selection, we are going to import train, test, split to train the data, test the data, and split it. So we are going to take four variables: x train, y train, x test and y test. Then we are going to train test and split it by using this method. Then we are going to take two inputs as x1 and y1 output, and then we are going to take the test size as 0.25 and the random state as 42. So after uh, training and testing, we are going to fit it with, we are going to take linear regression which we have imported earlier, the and give normalize as true and stored it in the linear. The normalize will normalize the data, which basically keeps the data clean. And next we are going to fit the data which is there in linear, or we are going to get the predicted outcomes, after training and testing and splitting, we just fit it and get the predicted training data and testing data. So we are going to use xtrain and xtest. So after that it will give that the copy x is true, fit intercept true, n jobs none, and normalize true. So next we are going to take the predictions. We are going to predict it using linear.predict, where we are going to take y train which we have taken here. So and then we are going to check for the predictions, what we have predicted. So the predicted results are 32 point dot dot dot, then 13.22886, etc. So next we are going to take the data frame from pandas, and we are going to take actual result which is y test, which was the testing data, and the we are going to get the predictions which we have predicted here, and stored it in the df, and we are going to check it. So after checking the actual and predicted data, we can see that there is our model is good, but it doesn't give such accuracy. So then too we can see that here the actual is 42, predicted is 32, here is 0, here is predicted 14. So it doesn't give such good result, but it's quite enough. So next we are going to check for the first 25 elements, first 25 records using df.head, and then we are going to store it in the cab, and then we are going to plot the cab which is in the kind of bar where the figure size is 26 and 10. Then we are going to plot it in the form of grid, where which is major, and the line style is dash, and the line width is 0.5, and have given the color as green. Next we are also taking the plt.grid, where the which is minor, and the line style is colon, and the line width is 0.5, color is black, and we are just going to show it. So here we can see that while using grid, we can see the dash dash line style, where the green is we have taken is here is the dash dash, and this colon is the black where it is here. So this is the data predicted and actual, where we can see that the here our model works very fine, it's almost equal, where else it gives some good results, but it is better trained. So here is also a good result. So this is how we have predict the data of the cab, uh, and also we can check that the data is equally trained, tested, and we have splitted it. Then we have used fit. Then after that we have predicted it, and after getting predictions we have plotted it to check whether the how the data has been worked. And hence I hope you have learned here that how to uh, that what is machine learning, what is supervised learning, what is linear regression, and how to predict the cap fare by using two data set also. So let's wrap it up. So linear regression is the simplest method to get the predictions. So I hope you have learned how to do the predictions, and what are the basics of machine learning, and how to do the analysis of the predicted data. So keep learning, keep coding. Thank you.